So a lot of people come to me and they ask me, like, how did you do that? Like, how did you come up with this? And this is something that I always tell you guys to do. I like sketch out first. Just sketch it, because if you sketch it, then you're going to be able to get what you need out of it, right? Like, you're going to have a plan laid out, and all you got to do is take that into Photoshop or Illustrator and trace over it, right? But, you know, a lot of people don't do that. And I keep saying that to you guys because it's something that I do, but technically this is my process. This is my creative process. Before I start the discussion, please make sure you subscribe and bell the Robert Loyale channel so you know when new content comes out. I offer amazing advice and tutorials, as well as live stream Photoshop and Illustrator courses. And if you want to be a part of that, make sure you're first in line. And don't forget to smash the like button if you typically learn something today. So 100%, like, if you guys are subscribed to me already, then you guys know that I'm always telling you guys, like, to sketch out first and then move it into like Illustrator and Photoshop. And that's just something that I like to do, you know. That's just my creative process. And when I do this type of stuff, you know, it comes out to whatever result that I like to get, which is kind of like my look and feel and stuff like that. So when you guys source me, you guys are getting like my look and feel, because how I do my creative process is way different than what other people do it, you know, a variation of the process. But for me, this is what I like to do. So I want to outline my actual creative process. And if you guys got a different creative process, or how you guys actually come to your t-shirt designs, or just any other designs or anything like that, or how you would like to use, you know, a process or get a designer to do the process, let me know in the comment section below. But this is how I start off, and this is how I get my actual ending points. So for me, what I like to do is I like to start off with sketch, and that's like the easiest thing for me to do, because I'm an artist. I was drawing since I was like 2. Well, my mom says I've been drawing since I was 1, but I know for a fact I started drawing when I was 2 years old. I would sit there and draw Batman and Spider-Man and stuff like that. But, you know, I start off with a sketch, and then I'm like, okay, this is it right here. So I like it. I bring it into Photoshop, you know, and I kind of fine tune it with like the lines and stuff like that. And it doesn't have to be Photoshop. It could be Illustrator as well. But I just feel like, you know, Illustrator is kind of too hard for people right now. So I'm just going to say Photoshop. But I bring it into Photoshop, and then I kind of sketch it out again. And I use like the brush and other tools to do that. From there, what I'll do is I'll just take that and I'll kind of figure out colors that go along with it. Now, for me, I don't like to use like absolute colors. So absolute black is out the way, you know, and absolute red, absolute blue and stuff like that. The primary colors that are absolute, you know, I don't like to use that because it's so strong in, and it doesn't really answer to anybody except for like babies like that type of stuff. So I like to look at, you know, color combinations, and I use Adobe Capture to actually get what I need out of that. So I'll hold up like my cell phone somewhere and just kind of pick out different colors and stuff like that, and just kind of look at the symmetry with it and see how it actually works with different people. So if you guys go on my Instagram page, I'm just now starting to put up like different colors for Adobe Capture and stuff like that. And I'll probably do like challenges and stuff like that as well to go along with it. But I like to do that. Like, I take Adobe Capture, I look around like my room or something like that, or I'll look around outside and I'll say, something about this color scheme that's so good, so natural. It actually works out, you know, and it makes me want to do things. And that's another thing, like colors are, you know, amazing to work with. So you guys, you want to sit back and actually study like color theory and stuff like that. I will have a link below that will give you a book that will show you guys how to actually do that stuff. If not, I'll even put out like a video if I get like 100 likes on this video or whatnot. Just guys, you got to do that, you know what I'm saying? Because last time I said that, I didn't get 100 likes, and you guys kept asking me for it, and I'm like, no, you guys gotta, look, the 100 likes need to happen, okay? In addition to that, so like, once I get the colors and stuff like that, I kind of observe the lines. Like, I want to know if like the lines actually work, you know what I'm saying? So I'm sitting there looking around at the lines like, hey, maybe this can be a little bit different. Maybe this can be a little bit puffier or whatnot. Maybe this could be a little bit more skinnier, you know? Like, I want the line quality to actually be something, and if I want it to work out for a certain group of people, then I need to know that stuff. So, you know, kids like bolder stuff. This is why like Teen Titans Go is like so bold and flashy and stuff like that. And Dragon Ball Super, even though like not all the time Dragon Ball Super have thick lines, but there's some thick lines and stuff like that that actually answers to that type of stuff. So it actually targets other people to do different things and actually engages them. Like, a lot of people who are adults were watching Dragon Ball Super and they was like, I don't know about this one. But when you look at it like that, you know, studying lines and stuff like that, it actually promotes different things. So for me, I had to learn this in school actually. So up and down line actually promotes people to do things versus like going left and right. That actually promotes other things and stuff like that. So a vertical line, which is that? Up and down versus a horizontal line. there you get two different reactions from that. But then you got that slant line, you know, like that slant line that promotes other things as well, like growth and, you know, progression and stuff like that. So you just got to pick these lines and stuff like that. For me, I like to have a good up and down line. I think that's vertical versus a horizontal line. But whenever you guys are working with typography and stuff like that, typography gives you like arches, you know, horizontals and stuff like that. So you guys got to kind of figure out how you're going to do that type of stuff. Now, I said in another video that I come up with more than one. Like, I try not to just keep one, but then if I wanted variations or if I wanted something different, like I can make another variation and say, you know, this is kind of cool too. So it really just depends on what my mood is as far as like my creative process go, because I know what I want. But if, you know, I'm working for like a client or something like that, because I do work with you guys. I actually had a lot of you guys hit me up, you know, on my Instagram. Like I said, Instagram, Twitter, it's the best place to hit me up if you guys want me. But I had somebody hit me up and they actually love the work that I do. And I like to make variations for them and stuff like that. But anytime I make something, you know, I try to make a second version or whatnot, just in case the first version is not hitting it the way that I want. And then what I'll do from here is like, I'll just export it all out. So I'll just get everything into what I need it to be. You know, I try to make it into a group first, you know, and then I'll go into like file, export, and then export for web. Now, the reason why I do export for web is because I'm going to put it up on the website. So I'm going to take it and then I'm going to put it on like Spreadshirt. I'm going to put it on Shopify. And if you guys want me to talk about Shopify, that's something that's coming up. Like, I almost got 10,000 subscribers, so I'm actually going to talk about Shopify because you guys keep asking me about it. But, you know, hey, click that subscribe button to help me get to like 10,000 subscribers or whatnot. I'm really trying to get to 100,000, but, you know, we're not going to talk about that right now. But, yeah, Shopify, I put it on like Spreadshirt and stuff like that, and that actually gives me good, like, results. So if I'm designing an RGB, which, you know, that's not always the thing that we got to do. You know, we want to design in different stuff like that. But designing an RGB gives you something different, and then designing a CMYK gives you something different. But RGB, if you're designing an RGB, then you can export that out for the web and it's going to look right. It's going to look exactly the way you want it, you know. So, but, you know, that's just my creative process. So I'll export it out and then I'll, you know, put it in a folder and I'll name that folder something different. Now, here's the thing about exporting that I'm pretty sure you guys just did not know, okay? If you name it something correct, like if you name it correctly, like the name-name-name.jpg, the file actually creates its own SEO. Meaning, when you guys put it out on the web, people who look for like whatever this file name is, they're gonna find it and be like, oh, okay, I got it now. I like this. I kind of want to see it, you know? So start naming your stuff different. Like, that's something that I learned. But you guys, that's pretty much it. That's my creative process. Now, I do have like my shirt press and stuff like that, and I do have a printer, and I'll probably be doing that stuff, you know, coming up soon. But it's not summer out. It's still cold outside. I'm not really wearing t-shirts, even though I'm wearing like a button-up shirt right now. Not really a button-up, a polo. I'm wearing a polo right now, but I'm not really, you know, going anywhere right now. But once it start getting like warm outside, then I'll start doing heat press stuff for you guys, and I'll start showing you guys that kind of process. But that's pretty much it. So I hope you guys like this one. If you did, give me a thumbs up. If you're new to the channel, go ahead and subscribe, because I do it all the time. And don't forget to bail me. Bail me so I know it's real. Like I said, I'm trying to do live streams and stuff like that, but I know if I do a live stream now, only 2 or 3 people are going to show up because they got the bell on. You guys ain't got the bell on. And I only know like a few people down there saying first. Like, I'm pretty sure somebody's down there right now and he said first before you guys did. And because, you know, he's first. So let's just keep it real. But I'm going to start putting up a whole lot more different stuff and whatnot. And I want to start posting almost every day, like Monday through Friday, and then live stream on Saturday. But if you guys aren't here to see that stuff, then I'm just kind of doing it for no reason. So make sure you bail me. Make sure you subscribe to me. And with that being said, you guys, I got to get up out of here. So stay amazing, stay creative, above all else, stay awesome.